Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Nier Reincarnation, I was looking forward to this. Let's talk about the Countdown Resurrected event Super Exchange, and my picks for what I found to be helpful. But before we begin, a recent guide video I made was described as vague, too short, and lazy. I would ask people to remember who my audience is with these post-shutdown announcement guides and lists. I am aiming these videos at new players picking up the game during the final 3 months of service. Folks who are interested in seeing the main story, and perhaps moving on to other intermediate or advanced PvE content. I am not making these videos to be comprehensive or in-depth, or to show off how skilled I am, or how much I know, or how developed is my account. No. I am making these to help brand new players get what they are looking for in the short time remaining. If you are a veteran, these videos are not for you. Sorry. Anyone that knows me or my channel knows that this is how I have done things for years across a variety of games. Just the other day I got a comment on one of my Final Fantasy X-2 mascot guide videos that they were grateful I just got to the point, and I was like, yep, that's what I do. I get you the information and get you on your way. If you want more information, feel free to seek it out, but for the folks that just want to get on with it, I am watching out for you. There is such a thing as too much information up front. You can intimidate or scare off new players. I'm more about welcoming new players, lowering the barrier to entry. Alright, but let's get on with the picks. So we have 3 exchange shops. The first one here is what really interests us. We get costumes and weapons here, but let's skip over that for now and look at the second. Here we have companions and memoirs. I say get all the companions, and I will not go over what they do. How do you like that, gatekeepers trying to keep me out of content creation? But yes, a lot of these are top class, and when you get to higher level PvE content, you will want stuff like element resistance and healing. As for the memoirs, you don't need to exchange for any of these, unless you want to read these stories. Each one has a unique story. I think I am missing a couple, so I'll find out what I am missing and then pick those up. Alright, third exchange area, we have Black Pearl substitutes to upgrade the weapons we exchanged for in the first area. Definitely want to get these. Then we have some Karma Stones for handout units. I don't think any of these are needed except maybe Priyat. She is a healer, and Karma can speed up her healing, which is useful for harder PvE like Tower or Fate boards. Awakening Stones are more worth your time and effort, and can lead you to getting debris items, but wait a second on that. I'll talk about which debris would be good to aim for in a bit. But yeah, if you use any of these costumes, feel free to take them to Awakening 4. And then we have books. Here too, we're going to want to grab the books for the costumes that we use in battle. Okay, let's return to Exchange Area 1. Which costumes and weapons would be good to unlock? As far as 4-star costumes, again, I would say Priyat to use as a healer in PvE content, and that might be it. New Year's Gale and Akeha are also nice, kind of as like all-around characters to get you the clears of the main story. But we already get these from the SS for Everyone handout, so we don't need to exchange for them. And then, regarding 3-star costumes, I can recommend Yuri, because she has the attack break character skill, but only if you didn't have better options, like Abstract Akeha, Celebratory Griff, Celebratory Demus, Summer Yuri, people like that. Alright, next let's talk about debris items, which we get again for taking a costume to Awakening 5. In the big picture, debris items are not going to matter much, not nearly as much as extra stats for Awakening 4, or using slabs to take characters to about 50%. But I say, have a look at 3-star debris items before committing to 4-star debris items. They should be good enough for the final 3 months of service. But one debris I think would be useful to everyone are these HP up 10% with a demerit. If you put these on support characters like healers, the demerit won't matter, and then in the case of the agility down, sometimes you want agility down like in edge cases for high-end content. I won't go into that. How do you like that? Gatekeepers trying to keep me out of content creation. Okay, let's end talking about weapons. I recently made a guide to weapons video, and we want the same stuff that I laid out in there. Cooldown haste, healing, attack breaks, and poison/burn. Here's a table with all the cooldown haste weapons, and the characters they come with where applicable. Now, all of these have 4 or 5% haste, which is not as good as 10% haste on better weapons, but until we can gather together enough of those, 4 or 5% will be good enough. For healing, there is only this one staff, but I can recommend everyone get this. Party heals on weapons are pretty rare. Also works great as a secondary weapon on staff users because of an insanely high HP value. Then we are looking for attack breaks, and ideally, 30% attack break for 30 seconds or more, but unfortunately any attack breaks here only last 10 seconds. At that point, I would say it's not really worth using for that purpose. And finally, we have Burn and Poison. I want to re-emphasize that I highly recommend maxing out Dark Memory Akaha's Fire Greatsword, or Argo's Water Spear for the Burn and Poison, respectively. But I can also recommend picking up this Demas because he comes with the only Dark Element weapon with Poison. This has gotten me numerous clears in Versus Light PvE. It's slow, being single target and only 5 turns of poison, but still powerful. Alright, and that'll do it for my picks from the Countdown Resurrected Event Medal Exchange. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.